Hey guys, and welcome to Deck Pilot episode number 6. And this week we are going to be piloting Yellow Rush, a deck some people love and a deck some people really hate. I'm a big fan of this deck. I'm quite an aggressive player when it comes to card games. But the one thing I love about this deck is its mobility. It's so awesome to be able to zip around the board and find lethals with those flash wins. So let's get right to it then, and I'll take this deck for a pilot and you can see how it's played. Alright then, let's get into a match. Going up against Faeria 73. One of the earlier God rank players of this season. Oh wow, this hand's good. Alright, let's throw away this. And we get it back. Typical thing to happen for us, but that's fine. So one of the things you can do with June Drake, if you're on Explore, which I didn't talk about in Deck Doctor, is you can Desert Explore Desert June Drake. And this gives you all the deserts you need to play Flash Winds and Prayers. Alternatively, you could just double neutral into Desert next turn and then use the Explore to maybe find a better land placement for your Desert. I'm going to go for the double neutral plan and get the Desert down. I guess another thing the Desert neutral Desert does, it does activate Shaitan Demon, but my next Desert following the June Drake will give me access to that card anyway, so we'll see what Aya's playing. Aya plays mid-red a lot from what I've experienced, but this doesn't seem to be the case right now. So we do see him coning off. I'm actually afraid of getting hit by the diamond here. So I'm going to explore. I might Desert Explore actually. Force the taunt to come to me. I'm gonna do it this way because I want to have this tile available. So an Elderwood Embrace counters this, but no collection from the wells if an Elderwood does come down. And this is our most aggressive land right now. So Aya could just produce land in these two regions over the next 2 turns. Could double neutral. Really doesn't want to let us in. But we do have this spot. So this spot will give us some aggressive access to the orb. Alright, thinking about moving. So Flash Wind would be a interesting pickup for us. Actually, it wouldn't do too much because we don't have that other desert. I guess another advantage of having that additional desert as well. Finding a Flash Wind. No play. Wow, okay. So Falcon Dive is a potential threat. So let's go for a demon. Could hit face this turn actually, but I don't see the point. Could have double soul drain this and hit face. If we had a prayer, or we didn't have to produce a desert for these soul drains, I'd definitely consider it, because then we could get a desert here. But we're probably going to see double. No double neutral. Okay, so still going for forest. So we're going to get this spot unless the demon is killed. You see an Oak Father just going to try and stop us. One Faeria. Gonna feed it. Wow. So what's better than a 6/10? What can this 10 Faeria do right now? That's a little concern. I would be happy with a 6/10 in this situation. Apparently not quite enough for Aya. Aya. However you want to pronounce it. Famine, interesting. So this is probably... So this deck is probably the Hunger, Voice of Hunger green deck that we've seen around recently. I know Noah's been playing a lot of this deck on his stream. And he has beaten my Yellow Rush with that deck as well. So we just have another Oak Father. So let's get this monk going. Let's see what he can find us. Flashwind, hey? Not too useful right now, unfortunately. But we'll take the land spot here this turn. And then we're gonna wait. So this deck runs triple famine. That's its only damage-based removal it runs. The hunger deck needs to be on board in order to win. So if we can pump out more threats than this Oak Father can kill, we'll be okay. A Wood Elemental's probably the worst thing that could come down. And I think it's going to be a Wood Elemental because I don't know any other 4-drops this deck runs. A Willow. Oh, 3-drops Willows. Willows are really annoying for yellow players. Luckily, we do have the Flashwind. So Flashwind is going to help. If he clears clears the Shaitan Demon, we'll Flashwind the Monk away. We'll hit face. Alternatively, we have double Flashwind now. So it might not even be a bad idea to move the Deathwish Ghoul, hit this, and Soul Drain. Just to clear the 6/5. Let's move the Monk first. Let's see what Monk can find us. Oh, Prayer. Can't complain about Prayer. And another Deathwish Ghoul. Alright, I'm happy to take a draw here. Another Monk. Not going to be too useful just yet. Alright, let's get this Deathwish Ghoul out. Soul Drain. And then we'll set up the Ghoul this side. So the Ghoul collects from this well. Willow's probably going to move in to stop the Monk. So if he doesn't have another Taunt play, we can collect from Deathwish Ghoul, move, finish off the Living Willow with Soul Drain, set up another Monk to go in and start attacking. The best case scenario is no other plays. Worst case scenario is another Willow or a Wood Elemental. Ooh, don't have the Wood Elemental. The Wood Elemental really sucks. So yeah, that's pretty miserable for us. Yeah, especially with this hand. So double Soul Drain on this, into a hit with the Willow, into a hit with the Monk, and play the follower. That's literally just dumping our hands and hoping he doesn't have any other plays. On free Faeria, I don't think so. So this is kind of a last-ditch effort now to win this game. We're coming from this side to block this forest. So free Faeria, we've seen Willows, we've seen Wood Elementals. Best case, if he has the Willow, we're probably lost this game. If he doesn't, and we draw, say, into a Zealous Crusader, we're going to be on the way to a win. So that's what we're going to be digging for in our next 2 draws, is just getting that Zealous Crusader active and trying to finish off the game in the next 3 to 4 turns. Because we are the aggressor, he's just defending now. And eventually we're going to run out of steam, but just because of Willows and the Wood Elementals, they're the small guys that I've invested a lot to deal with because they have taunts. But when an Oak Father or 2 are running around clearing, it's really tough. So let's take the draw, and that is the sound we want to hear. So where do we want to play it? Let's play it right in the middle. So we're attacking from multiple angles. So that's lethal on board. So unless he has something to play here, this turn, or a taunt, he's lost. So he has a Willow. He's going to feed it, so he's fed his taunt, so he must have a better play than Willow. Because there's no way you'd feed a taunt without having a better play. So if this is just a dude, this is just like an Oak Father or something, we can just, if we pick up a Flashwind, we have lethal. there's another situation of lethal there as well. Curious, what's it going to be? So go for the draw again. Another Crusader. So now we zip over here because we can't do anything about this turn. So we zip over here, we kill, give him another buff. We'll collect here. Do we want to collect? We're not going to be. I think we just play this here without collecting. Unless we move the follower here to block. Yes, so collect with the Faeria, get the Faeria, move follower, play a Crusader here. So now we have a wall of followers protecting our Crusader. And we know he has Famine, but that's all his Faeria. And then he has to block both sides. He can't block both sides at this point. And that all came down to... Oh, he's going to go for feed. It's not over just yet. There's a lot of Faeria to play with. And now that's going to be it. So that all came down to making the decision of just dumping our hand on the taunts that were in front and taking basically a gamble that we would draw a Crusader on our next few cards. And to make that more likely, you need to draw cards early on with the deck in order to get deeper into your deck and have more chance of finding Crusaders in those situations. So yeah, that's some Yellow Rush for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Alright guys, so that is Yellow Rush taking down one of the newer decks that's become quite popular, the Green Voice of Hunger deck. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it's taught you a few things about Yellow and when to draw cards, when to place land. I've talked about it a lot in my Deck Doctor video, so if you haven't seen the Deck Doctor video, be sure to check that out as well, as that will give you more information about the deck and the specific cards in it. So thank you very much as usual, guys. Be sure to leave me a comment if you have any questions or just any thoughts about these videos or the deck I was playing. And of course follow us on our social medias as well, and check out playfaeria.com where I post all my videos as well as articles provided by our writers. Thanks again. Hope to see you next time. Take care and have a great day.